After a year of uncertainty, the Rockford Theater Department put together a show unforgettable for many.
Hi, I'm Lucy Boswell. I played Taylor McKessie.
My name is Madeline Kennedy. I was a cheerleader and the understudy for Sharpay.
My name is Teresa Landis, and I played Gabriela Montez.
Although many students got cast in the show, we closed in on just 3 to tell their experiences with High School Musical.
When I looked at the cast list, my name wasn't even on it the first time. And then we went back and had to finish the whole thing, and I ended up playing Taylor McKessie, which I was not expecting at all. I did have to read for her a couple of times during callbacks, and that was fine, but I wasn't really expecting to get the role at all after that.
The audition process was a little bit crazy. So I originally tried out for Gabriela Montez, sang every single song for Gabriela, and then I saw the cast list come out, and I got the understudy for Sharpay. That was very nerve-wracking, but I was super excited to step into a bigger role.
We do our first reading bit, and I read for Gabriela Montez with this other guy. I don't think I did as well just because I didn't really study her character at all because I was really aiming for Sharpay. And then I go and I read for Sharpay one time, but then I sang Start of Something New. That's just not my character, and she's an alto, and I'm a first soprano, so, and the cast list came out, and I look at it, and then it was Gabriela Montez, Teresa Landis, and I was like, no.
The cast list was a shock to many, as it forced a lot of the cast to step out of their comfort zone. After the cast list difficulties were solved, the show was set and the journey begun.
I remember feeling so nervous at the beginning, I wanted to be good because this is such an iconic character, and I felt that pressure of Disney, and I wanted to basically do Vanessa Hudgens, and I knew I wasn't Vanessa Hudgens at all.
As rehearsals kept going on, the cast started to face difficulties that most experience when putting on a show.
Learning some of the songs was difficult because our Ryan that was playing, we had to lower the keys of the songs just because he couldn't sing as high as the Ryan that's in the show. And so I learned all of the songs already, and so I had to relearn all of them in a new key, which was a lot lower for me, which was kind of difficult, but it all turned out pretty good.
I've been looking for.
My favorite moment was when we started getting all of the costumes and the props, and the set came up, and it's just you get this feeling that this is happening, this is real. And I really felt personally, once I got into my costume and I got my props and I was out on the set, I really became my character. Even though it becomes very stressful and a lot more as it gets closer to show times and everything, but I don't know. I think the stressful is kind of fun sometimes.
The stress of the cast and crew started to heighten as rehearsals kept getting longer and the countdown until show day was decreasing. We got the experience to talk to some of the cast members to see how they were feeling as they started dress rehearsals.
I actually think it's going pretty well. We're intermission. How are you feeling?
Really good. Pumped up.
Act 1 is good.
Okay.
For me. Act 2 I'm worried about.
How do you feel about today?
I feel pretty good. I mean, I'm kind of tired, but I think I'm ready.
So I'm feeling really overwhelmed, and hopefully I can make it through Act 2.
You will make it through Act 2.
You can.
I believe you will.
Rehearsals can get really stressful. There's a lot of times when everyone starts kind of fighting with each other.
Sorry, this is my dressing room. My bad.
Teresa, chill. I'm joking.
And the tensions just start growing as we get closer to the final days before the musical is finally on stage.
It wasn't at the right place in Act 1, at the very beginning of the show.
The mics have been a little messed up, but it's fine, you know?
Yeah, it's a little messed up. It's okay.
Today is gonna be better than yesterday because I don't want to say it can get worse, but I'm hoping it doesn't.
So far, not horrible. There have been some rocky spots, but I mean, what's stage crew without rocky spots?
Feeling really excited. A little nervous, but I'm not really going on. But I'm nervous for that. But I'm excited. We've worked so hard, and it's gonna be an amazing show. Stress, better than we look good. We just need to keep working on choreography.
I'm a little stressed, but I think we're going to make real progress for opening night.
Okay, well I feel like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
That's
I will
a
need
second.
a 2-week nap afterwards, but
Yeah.
it's fun.
Being in such a high-pressure atmosphere takes a toll on everyone in the cast. Even after many hours of practice, the cast is still navigating and learning how to make this the best show possible. Almost everyone got to see the product of the show, but they never get to see what the cast and crew went through to get there. The frustration and drama become a high as the company enters Tech Week.
It always goes bad before it goes good, and so the energy super low, everyone's really cranky, and everyone's dropping like flies because Rona took over.
This is Owen Scott, and he's filling in because someone has COVID.
Dude, a lot of people have COVID.
Oh, what do you mean?
Our director got COVID like that week, so going into Tech Week without your director was not ideal. And then on top of that, we had a lot of cast members out with COVID, and doing Get Your Head in the Game with half the basketball team was interesting.
There's a lot of things that go wrong.
Guys, reporting live from Rockland Public Schools. We are evacuation. With an evacuation. The fire alarms are going off. Come here.
The fire alarm just went off, and we were told to evacuate.
Many things are thrown at the cast and crew that make things very hard to persevere through. From COVID to fire alarms, to costume malfunctions to late nights, the cast and crew put so much hard work into the show that sometimes goes unrecognized.
A bad Tech Week makes a great show.
Tech Week was a nightmare. There was a lot of costume changes and things that were going wrong.
Did you rub up against something like?
And wig problems.
Correct. He said, "Why are you doing that with my wig?" Without asking.
And set things and also prop problems.
I have no idea where my backpack is. I have no idea where my phone was because it was not where it usually is.
I remember being really stressed out during Tech Week.
And then there's like drama, and there's so many different things that goes wrong, but like that's what makes the show even better. So I think it was a great learning experience for all of us, even though it was very difficult. But I think we all worked together and we all persevered, and I think that all made us stronger as people.
The thrilling feeling of walking on stage and showing the strength and dedication it took to make the show so successful is why it was all worth it.
That's 30 minutes for you, Mr. Danforth. Count on.
I guess like the opening scene is really energetic and everyone is getting excited for their part to walk out. I always get butterflies when the show starts, but with this one it was a little bit different because we were right backstage behind a set piece and you just had to take like one step to be seen from the audience's perspective.
It was definitely nerve-wracking, but it was so much fun being with all of my best friends out on the stage and just having the best time, just because that's what we all love to do, and sharing that experience with everyone, and especially like friends and family that come to watch. Like I was just so excited for everyone to see the hard work that we've been putting in this whole season.
Looking back on the experience now, the cast members realize that so many memories were made, and so many people will be missed, and that theater is more than a community, but is a family.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel really good.
Somehow we managed to get through it and we were able to put on a really good show. Looking back, I would say that I had a lot more fun than I thought I did during the process of it. I mean, when I'm in those kinds of situations, I always think that they're stressful and not the greatest, but looking back on all of it, I feel like I've learned a lot from all of the experiences I've had with everyone in the cast, and I made a lot of good memories with everyone, so I'm really thankful for all of those experiences.
Always gonna be like a lot of mess ups, a lot of mistakes, but that's how you like learn, and that's how you get better for the show. It really showed like who my true friends were and who was there to help me, and like everyone was so supportive and loving, and that's why I like love the theater department, just because everyone is always there for you.
I remember striking the last like pose, and I was so sad because I think it just kind of marked the end of an era we were all not ready to be done with yet.
I just felt proud of everyone. I felt proud to be a part of Rockford Theater. I just felt proud for all of the work that people put in and all of the blood, sweat, and tears it took to put on the show, because it's a lot more work than people think, and we practice all of the time and we just run it over and over and over again, and it's very repetitive. And so it takes a lot of determination and strength to do that. I mostly just felt like we did it, like this was a great show, and I was just glad to be a part of it.